liaison, top line, and then timeline for recruiting leaders. And I'll just skip the forum part and let you do that.
Yeah, I mean, and you'll welcome everyone and then tell, maybe suggest that they mute until it's time for chat rooms, ask their questions via chat, but Janae will address that to you. I think most of the questions may come to Janae when she's going through those resources.
Okay.
Sarah, you probably need to self-introduce yourself.
Say that again.
You'll need to self-introduce.
Sure.
You're kicking off, yeah.
All right.
Sarah, are you somewhere fun this week?
I am. I'm in Butte, Montana on vacation.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, we're headed up to Glacier. So.
Oh, have fun. Yeah. Some friends of ours were up there on their honeymoon last week, and their photos were absolutely stunning. So.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places in the world to be. It's good to see people joining us. Good morning.
Morning.
No, I'll look at it.
Morning, everybody, for joining us. I think we'll probably wait about another minute, see if some more folks hop on. Well, Jenny, should we get started?
I think we had about 55 registered, so maybe we might wait just a minute or two.
Okay.
That's all right?
You bet.
Okay. What do you think, Sarah? You want to go ahead?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Like we've got about quite a few, about 35 people on this. Great. Well, welcome everybody to the Chapter Leader Workshop. This is the first time we've done one of these, and certainly in a virtual.
Let me tell y'all about that second born child. They ain't with the bullshit.
So, one thing, what an awesome way to start this out. I would just mention that maybe you guys should mute yourselves when you're not speaking. Oh, that was great. I needed a laugh this morning and I got it. Thank you, whoever that was. That was awesome. So I'm Sarah Stever. I'm from Paulson, and I'm this year's NAMA president. So I'm going to kick off our meeting here today by just thanking you for joining us today and for all of the time that you've already invested in your local chapter and the time that you're about to invest in the leadership role here. And we're hoping to do just kind of an orientation today that's going to get us all kicked off for this upcoming year correctly. And there's quite a few things that we're going to run through. I think you're going to hear a little bit from the NAMA staff on some stuff, and we're going to get a tour of the resources that are available to you. And then we're going to have a chat room where we can discuss things as a group and go through and get a little bit of feedback from you. So I think that'll be really helpful in moving forward. One of the things you're going to learn about, if you don't know already, and some of you that have been chapter leaders before already know this, you have a chapter liaison within the NAMA executive team that's going to be working with you in addition to the staff, and their roles are a little bit different, and we'll learn about that. And then also we're going to talk about the timeline for recruiting leaders and the transition. So kind of the time of the year right now when you are making your transition into new leadership, and so we can talk about what a good successful succession plan is like, and how we can make that more smooth. And if you're having a struggle getting leaders and getting volunteers, we'll cover topics like that too. So welcome. We're gonna try to run through this in about 45 minutes, so things are gonna move fast. And again, thanks for your time and welcome to the meeting. Jenny, I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for attending. I am Jenny Pickett. I'm CEO of NAMA. I wanted to introduce myself and just give you a brief overview of a few things relative to the NAMA office. The chapters are really the front line for NAMA, and it takes a very dedicated group of leaders to run a chapter. I always feel like chapter leadership is harder than national leadership. So thank you all for giving your time and your talent to the organization. So Janae Pruitt is really going to be your direct contact for all things relative to your chapter. You'll be hearing regularly from her. She'll be sending you emails with tips and suggestions throughout the year. And she'll also work with you on any deadlines that need to be met and upcoming programs, things like that. She'll basically be your go-to for anything you might need. She's with us today, and she's going to be walking you through some of the resources that are online and some other resources that are available to you as well. Please don't hesitate to ever reach out to her or I about any questions that you have, because I'm sure there'll be things that we missed today, but we're always here for you. Early in 2020, we switched over to a new database system, and one of the perks of this system is that it will allow you to access your membership reports, your chapter membership reports in real time. And those are all set up to go now. You will also be able to go into that system and deploy emails to your own chapter. You can also go through the national office to have this done, but if you want to send a quick email out to your chapters, this is really the way to go. So with that, though, there's a little bit of training involved, and Janae's going to be reaching out to all of you after this meeting to schedule one-on-one training sessions so you can learn how to work the system. Don't worry, the sessions will be brief. It should only take 10 or 15 minutes, and it will also come with written instructions. It'd just really be a matter of deciding who in your chapter is going to be responsible for that, and then we will designate them, we'll give them permissions to the system. The NAMA office also processes all dues paid and then cuts the chapters back their portion of chapter dues. That is done via direct deposit into your checking accounts. We can also set up meeting registrations for your chapter events and take in funds and direct deposit the money back. Another thing we can do for you is set up Zoom webinars or meetings for you under the NAMA Zoom account, and Janae can assist with that as well. One new thing we have coming up for this year will be regularly held chapter forums. We haven't really made a name for this yet. Chapter chats, chapter forums, leader forums, whatever. We haven't named them yet, but we're going to regularly gather chapter leaders to discuss challenges and concerns that are specific to the chapters. And leading these forums will be Janae and 2 exec committee liaisons, Laura Speck with Corteva and Melanie Rice with Brownfield. So stay tuned for more details on those. So I'm going to hand things off to Janae now. She's going to share her screen and walk you through some of the things that we have available online for chapters. Thank you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Janae, like Jenny introduced me, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to take a look at we're going to take a look at how you can get to the all the chapter leader tools that we've provided on this new website. So what we can do is there's 2 different ways that you can access these portions of our site. So you can go up to chapter and then chapter leaders, and then we have these 3 different sections right here. You can also scroll down to the bottom of our homepage and click on this box called For Leaders. And it has the exact same 3 boxes that you can click on to access the resources. So first we'll go to the chapter leader how-to guide. And this really is a good page especially for new chapter leaders to get you familiar with NAMA and how we work. So in the beginning here we have the purposes and values of NAMA. And then we go into telling more about the different levels of leadership that you can be active in NAMA. And for all you chapter presidents, we have a brief description of your responsibilities that you have. And as a chapter president, you are automatically put onto the National Board of Directors. And so then we provided just some bullet points about your responsibilities as being a member of the Board of Directors. And then next, we give you some pointers on how to plan and run a chapter board meeting. This would be just a board meeting of your leaders for the chapter. And then also we have where you can, where it's just the promoting planning of a chapter meeting for all your members within the chapter. And next we have some other common positions that we have throughout chapters. Most chapters have a vice president, secretary, treasurer. A lot of them have membership. The bigger your chapter, the more, likely you'll have more chapter board members. But this just goes through and gives you ideas of what you might need, the type of positions that you might need to help run your chapter efficiently. And then down here we have all the services that us, mainly me at National Office, provide. You know, just leadership, social media, the best of NAMA, different things that we can help you with. And we have our contact information, our mailing address, but if you click right here, that will get you all of our staff email if you need to contact us. Then we provided a calendar of events, national events that will be taking place throughout the year. You know, our big meetings, Best of NAMA dates. So you can go right here and take a quick look at that. And then lastly, we provided some common questions that we've received from chapter leaders and also members. So this is kind of a quick search if somebody's asking you a question, and you can come here to get the answer. Then we have some additional resources. This will be on another page as well, but these are just, you know, shortcuts to get to those pages. So next we'll go back to that page and we'll click on the next button, which is recruitment and retention, which, as we know, is a very important to help grow everyone's chapters. So we provided a NAMA toolkit, which gives ideas and some resources for you to recruit members. We also are planning on, and should be very soon, a social media toolkit where you'll be able to, we'll have posts and stuff that you'll be able to use for your specific social media for your chapter. We also have our NAMA logos are available for you to download, for you to use on emails, on social media, whatever you would like to use. We had we went through a couple years ago, we went through a rebranding, and this is our PowerPoint presentation of that rebranding. And then we also have if you ever want to do, you know, a PowerPoint presentation for members, like for a big group, we have this membership presentation that you could show. And we have several videos that you can use, download and use. This one right here is our newest video. Very good, well produced. All of these are very good testimonial videos on why you should become a member. Then we scroll down here and we have a lot of different flyers that you can use for recruitment. We have flyers specifically for, like, we have one for directed at companies, we have one directed at agencies, why it's beneficial for their employees to join. We have a blank flyer that you can use. It just has the heading, and you can, you know, use it for however you want. And then our next section is basically recruiting students. I know a lot of people don't know that our student chapter members, after they graduate, they get 2 free years of NAMA membership. And this is just a good way to approach those student members and encourage them to become members of NAMA and future professional members. So we have a flyer, a video, and the Badger chapter a few years ago did a presentation at conference on how to engage young members. So you can access that there. Then we have some templates available just for your use, prospective member worksheets, and this showcase your chapter highlights is basically you could, it's not a form, but it's a way for you to do like a newsletter. You know, it'd just be a fill in the blank newsletter, you put your information in and you can send it right out to your members. And this is a spreadsheet, basically just showing the differences of what is done at the chapter level for members versus what is done at the national level. Okay, and then the last section is called General Leader Resources. And we have created a list of we keep the past year's chapter programs available, listed on what the chapter did, and if we have more contact information on there, just to give you guys an idea of some opportunities in the future for programming. And then once you have a chapter meeting, we'd like to hear about that because we would like to promote it. We'd like to add it, of course, to our past chapter programs, but we'd like to, maybe promote it and let other chapters know if you had success with that. So you can just send me a little blurb about who, what, when, where, what happened, and then we can use that to promote. If you ever need receipts, you can download the receipts right here. And then postcards, you can download this and you can just mail them out. It's in the correct size for a postcard. We also have a budget approval form ready for you guys, and a succession template, which would be good for for the future of your chapter, if you could have a succession, a couple years out, so then you know that who's taking over each position. And then we also have available, we have a deal with Cabela's where you can order NAMA logoed items. You could do this as, like a one item for a speaker gift, or if you wanted to do a chapter, polos or something for the board, you could use that, just download that order. And right here we have North Central did a case study for us and just gave some tips and best practices for chapter boards on how to be successful. And then lastly is our NAMA bylaws. Okay, and that is that. So next, I would like to talk about Best of NAMA. As everybody knows, Best of NAMA is coming up. And typically we have our regional banquets in January, starting like the second week of January. It is going to be, of course, it may be a little bit different this year, but I will be contacting chapter presidents within each region over the next few weeks and trying to set up our first initial phone calls to try to figure out what you guys would like to do for that. So I think that's all I have. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to I've separated everybody out into these chat rooms, and we're going to have 5 different chat rooms. It's going to individualize. We're going to have a couple of the exec committee members in each one. And if you have any questions you'd like to ask us, this would be a great time to do it. So right now I'm going to go open all the chat rooms, and you'll be invited to attend one, and then we'll be in there for 15 minutes. And then when there's 1 minute out, you'll get a reminder to come back in, and we'll all come back in as a group for the closing. Rachel, did you get an invite to go to one of the chat rooms?
Not that I've seen, but let me see if maybe I'm just missing a pop-up or something.
Yeah, it should be.
But no, I mean, usually I think it just like pops up in the middle of my screen to join a room. I have an option to hit join breakout room. Do I pick one?
Yes, do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
boom, boom, and boom. Yes.
And we're back.
We did it.
Good.
That was exciting. That was our first time using breakout rooms. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
me too.
Janae, that was very cool.
Oh, good. I'm glad everybody liked it. That was Jenny's idea. So just in closing, I just want to let you guys know that we are really going to strive this year to develop a one-on-one relationship with our chapter leaders. So if you guys need anything at all, you have questions about leadership roles, or you want to set up a Zoom, anything at all, or concerns, please feel free to call the office or email me directly, and I will be happy to help you in whatever way we can. And with that said, Jenny, unless you have anything else, I think we are done.
No, I think Sarah wanted to say a few words in closing.
You bet. So again, thank you all for attending. One of the initiatives from the executive team for this year is to have stronger chapters. So I think this is going to go a long way. Our little breakout room had some great ideas. I'm sure you all did, and we'll compile those all and get them together and get them back out. Don't hesitate to make an appointment with Janae and really lean on her, and then use your chapter liaison when that all gets assigned to you and you get introduced. I think that's going to be an important connection to the executive team. We need that feedback to make sure that we are in fact creating stronger chapters. So that'll be really important. And then just keep an eye out for an invitation to the next chapter leader forum or whatever we end up calling it. And we're here to help. So lean on us all. And again, thank you for your time and your passion. We really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Good luck.
See ya.